Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, in this video, we will be discussing what happens after you join TCS. That is, in this particular video, we will be discussing the entire process after joining TCS till the project is allocated to you. Okay, so first of all, we will be discussing the allocation. First of all, sorry, we will be discussing the ILP. That is, what is ILP? Now, what happens after ILP? When you get the project calls, how you will have to answer the project calls? What type of questions you will have to ask in the project calls? Okay, and once you get a project, then after getting project, what happens? So entire process from starting, that is from joining TCS till the project is allocated to you and you start getting work from TCS. So entire process we will be discussing in this video. This video might be long, but make sure that you are watching this video till the end because it will be very much informative. I have gained lot of knowledge about this process through different students which have joined TCS recently and through many seniors. Okay, so make sure to watch it till the end because it will be informative for you. And guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe it because I am posting regular updates on different companies which are hiring. That is, you can see here different drives videos I have uploaded, as well as the interview experiences and the type of questions which are getting asked in the companies. I am discussing those questions, those videos, those type of videos also on my channel. So please hit the subscribe button and please hit the like button also. So guys, now let's start this video. Okay, so guys, first point, that once you join TCS, what will happen? It will be first step in your TCS will be ILP, that is Initial Learning Program. Now, this is a training program that is provided to students by TCS who are freshers. Okay, so once you join the TCS, there will be induction day, and after the induction is over, ILP training will be started. ILP training is Initial Learning Program. That will be a training that will be provided to students by TCS. Now, this particular training will involve both type of skills. Business skills will also be taught to you. That is how to write an email. There will be you will be divided into teams and some you will have to perform some enactments. So all these type of skill activities that is required in the company will be taught to you. First is business skills. Next one is the technical skills. So here you will be given two options. Okay, two options. Either you choose Python or you choose Java. So based on your Python and Java, your technical training will move on. So let's just discuss all these things one by one. So what is ILP? I have told you it is Initial Learning Program. It is a training program that is provided to students by TCS. Okay. Next thing is, what is duration of ILP? So guys, duration of ILP is 7 to 15 days. That is 1 week to 2 week. It depends on the candidates. Okay, it depends on candidate whether they will be given only 1 week of training or 2 week of training. Okay, so how it is decided? It is decided by CPA. It is decided by CPA that you give before joining. Okay, it is decided by your score in CPA that how much training will be given to you. It will be 1 week or it will be 2 week. Okay, so I hope now this thing is clear to you. The training of ILP goes from 7 days to 15 days. Next thing is, what are we taught in ILP? So guys, there are two major skills that we have that is taught to us in ILP. First skill is business skill. First skill is business skill. Next skill is technical skill. Okay, next skill is technical skill. So 1 week is for business and 1 week is for technical skills. Okay, now in business skills, what all things we are taught? We are taught how to write professional emails. Yes, we are taught this. Next thing is, you will be divided into teams and you will have to perform some enactments. You will have to give speeches, on the spot speeches, on the spot speeches. So this is business skills. Training in business skill is similar to the things that you were doing in your college as well as in your schools. That is on the spot speeches you will have to give. You will have to enact something in the group of some people. Okay, all these things will be involved in business skills. Okay, and then there will be a small test, like test involves speaking skill test and it is listening skill test. So all these type of skill tests are involved in business skills. So after 1 week is over and all these things are over, next week will be of technical skills. Next week will be of technical skills. Now in technical skills, there are two things. One is Python and one is Java. So candidate is free to choose himself that whether he wants to get technical skills in Python or in Java. So some of the trainings, basics of Python, basics of Java will be taught to you. Basics of SQL, Unix will be taught to you in this technical skills week. Okay. So after this training of 7 to 15 days, after this training of 7 to 15 weeks is over, then you will be given an exit test, and that exit test is known as PRA. Now what is PRA? PRA stands for Project Readiness Assessment. Okay, PRA stands for Project Readiness Assessment. So once your training is over of 2 weeks, and once that training is over, then you will give an exit test. That exit test is known as Project Readiness Assessment. Now based on this test, a score will be given to you. A score will be given to you. Okay. So now this score will define whether you have cleared the ILP or not. Whether you have cleared the ILP or not. So if you have cleared the ILP, then the next step will be that you will be free, and now project calls will start coming to you. Okay, project calls I have discussed in this video only, but little later. Okay, so once you clear the ILP, project call you will be freed, and project calls will start coming to you. Okay, now main point is what happens if you do not clear this test. What happens when you do not clear this PRA? So then your training will be increased by 1 week. Your training ILP will be increased by 1 week. Okay, then again after 1 week, again PRA will happen. Now again PRA will happen if you do not clear it. Okay, so PRA will keep happening. Now many of you will be asking, sir, what if we do not clear this ILP? So guys, believe me, this PRA is very easy. Okay, in first attempt only you will clear. Even if you have average knowledge, basics of knowledge only in technical skills and business skills, then you will clear this PRA with no difficulties. So do not think like this, sir, what happens if we do not clear PRA in 3 attempts also? So many 90% of you guys clear in first attempt, and remaining 10% of you will clear in the second attempt. There is no need to go for third, fourth, fifth attempt. You will all clear ILP because it is very easy. PRA is very easy. So don't worry about these things. Even the basics knowledge, by basic knowledge only, you will clear the ILP training. Okay. So now we have discussed about ILP training. We have discussed it is of 2 week duration. Now many of you will be saying, sir, it is a training program. So will we get paid in this training program? So answer is yes, you will be paid. You will be paid. Okay, for this ILP also you will be paid. Okay, so this is the question you will be asking again. So I've answered this. Yes, you will be paid for this ILP program. Now the next step comes. But when you clear your ILP, and now you are free. Okay, now you are free, what will happen? Now the project calls will start to come. That is, project calls will start to come, and now I will be discussing that what are project calls, how you will have to answer your project calls. Okay, and how you will have to choose your project very wisely. Okay, so now let's just move to the next topic. Okay, so guys, now you have cleared the ILP, now you are free. So what will be the next step? Now you will be allocated projects. How projects will be allocated to you? So guys, you will start receiving project calls on the number that you have registered with TCS. So you will start getting project calls. Now when you get a project call from TCS, what all things they will ask and what all things you will have to ask. So please listen these things very carefully. It will be really beneficial for you. So in project calls, what will happen? First of all, they will call you and say that we have an opening in our team, and we require a person with this skill. So are you interested? What are your skills? So they will first ask your skills. Okay, so what are your skills? So again you will tell, sir, I have done Python, I know this framework, I know this framework. So this is these things you will say. So now they have also told you the requirement, and you have also told them that yes, these are my skills and I am interested in this type of work. Okay, now next major thing comes here. So if you both agree that yes, you are suitable, for that project, you are suitable for that project, after the project call you are suitable for a project. Okay, if you both agree, now what will happen? They will take a short interview. So like they said that our skill set is, the required skill set in job is Python. Let's just suppose it is Python and Django. Okay, so now since you are a fresher, they will take a basics of project interview with you. That they will ask basics of Python, basics of Django, they will ask you. Okay, now let's just suppose you clear that interview. Okay, now you are about to join the project. So there are many important things that you will have to confirm from the interviewer or confirm from the manager. Okay, so what are the things that what are timings? What are your timings? Who is your client? Okay, timings. What are your shift? Is it rotational shift or a fixed shift? Rotational means on 2 weeks you will be working in morning shift, and 2 weeks you will be working in night shift. So these points you will have to clarify with your team, and then you will have to make a decision that whether you want to join that project or not. So because sometimes what happens, the entire work, see, you have a morning shift in a project. Okay, you have a morning shift in a project that is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But your client is from outside. So what happens, sometimes you will have to take calls at night also, like on 10 p.m. also you will have to take calls with the client side, with the client, because client is outside India. So please ask clearly that what will be your role in the project, what are the timings, who is your uh, what is your role, what will be your shift, is there any thing that you will have to do beyond your shift timing. So all these things you will have to ask them, and that be sure on these things before joining the project only, because I have seen many people, they join the project without asking these questions and they later on regret it. Okay, so even if your skill set is matching their opening, do ask these things. And then if you are, and then if you're not comfortable in the project, then you can reject the project, then you can reject the project. So yes, many of you were asking that can we reject the project in TCS. So answer is yes, we can reject. You will have to give a suitable reason that why you do not want to join that project, we can reject. Okay, so if it can be anything, timing issue, shift issues, anything, that can be your role, what type of work you will do. Like see, Python and Django are development work, but in development also there are support projects, and in TCS majority of support projects are there. Okay, so they will be telling you that on Python and Django their application is built, but you have to do the support work, because initially freshers, they do not get development projects, they get support projects only. So these things you will have to clarify with the interviewer. Okay, with the interview, that what type, what are all these things and what will be my role in this thing. Now if you have asked all these questions, you are comfortable with the project, then yes, tell them yes, that you will be joining their project. And if no, then you can reject the project by giving a suitable answer that why you do not want to join that project. Okay, so I hope now these things are clear to you. And yes, there are project interviews also, like I've told you, that if you have skill set of Python and they are looking for Python, so they will not just take you, they will first take the interview, basic of interview only they will take, but they will take project entry interviews. Okay, before taking you to the in the project, they will take your interview, because anyone can say that he knows Java, he knows Python, but they will take basics of interview with you before confirming you in a project. So be ready for that also. So I hope now I have answered many of the things. If still some answers are left, then do comment down. And if you have not subscribed to the channel till now, please subscribe it, because in future also, this is for TCS. I am making these videos for Capgemini, for Infosys, for Cognizant. All these type of videos I will be making, that what will happen once you join them, till the time you join and till the time you get a project and start receiving the work. Okay, so now we have covered two steps. First is ILP. Once you clear ILP, you will get project allocation phones, project calls you will get. And once you get a project, now let's just suppose after the calls, you given the interview, cleared the interview, and you have got the project now. Now once you get the project, what will happen? So here comes our third and the last point of this video, that once you get the project, then what will happen? So after the project allocation, project related training. So guys, this particular project related training will be given to you. It is known as KT also. Okay, KT is knowledge transfer, that what is the project, what is the application do, what are your required, all these type of things they will tell you in KT sessions. Okay, how the technical things are working, what is the functional overview of the application, all these things they will tell you. And next thing is, like, let's just suppose in your project Python is used, but Python is used, Django is used. Okay, Django is used. So they will give you basics of Django training also, that how that this particular Django framework is being used in their projects. Okay, so basics of Django, basics of Python training will also be given to you, but this project related training is dependent on project only. Some of my friends only got KT, that how our project is working, what is the functional knowledge, what is the technical knowledge. So all these things they got to know. Okay, but some of them got a training of those technologies also, like for Django framework also, how that Django is used in our project, how Python is used in our project. So all these type of trainings are also given. So again, KT will be given to all, but uh, what we said, technology related project training will be given to some, depending on the project only. Okay, you can ask while giving the interview, if I get selected, will I be given these trainings of technology or not? Okay, so all these questions you can ask from the interviewer also. So I hope now all these things I have cleared. If still you have doubts, you can write in the comment section. I will be happy to make new videos regarding this only. And I'm starting a series where I will be discussing these type of things for different companies. Okay, many of you were requesting, sir, we are confused, we are unallocated till now, what we have to do. So all these type of things we will be covering in this particular channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you have not till now. Please like the video and do share this video among your friends also, because many more such videos, many hiring related videos, many different off campus related videos I am posting on my channel. Guys, thank you for watching this video.